I was just kind of thinking. Grab that lockpick. It's right there. Okay, I'll do it. So we're talking about something they could do to make this game better.
Yes.
And I was just thinking about the vigors that you get, because like this one in particular. Yeah, like a lot of games will give you like a power up or a new special move or whatever, and then right after that they'll like have an opportunity for you to test it out and use it.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like this game doesn't really have those moments when you get the new vigors.
Need money?
And that's because the vigors are so interchangeable with one another. Like,
Yeah, I can see that.
there's no point where I really feel like you're forced to have to use one vigor over another, especially in like a combat situation.
So what you're trying to say is game bad.
No, it's more just game just kind of misdirected in some places.
But to be fair, you get a new vigor, and maybe you're really good. Maybe it's not holding your hand when it's teaching you. Maybe it's like, you can go figure this out for yourself. Which I can see that point of view too, and I can applaud that.
Yeah. Oops. Oh god. I mean, I guess to almost immediately counteract my own point, you did just get to like return to sender vigor right before walking out here. And the fact that you're walking into a big sniper's nest is like a decent opportunity to test it out and use it. But they also give you a sniper rifle right next to where you come out from.
Yeah, kind of pick and choose your own thing. Do you want to go vigor style, or do you want to go guns a-blazing?
Yeah.
I got another question.
Uh-huh.
We're way high. We're not sure how high, but we're higher up in the air, above the clouds.
Yeah.
How are people outside? Because technically, would it not be colder at the higher elevation?
I mean, yeah, it would be.
So how are people and like, we're just outside, how are the trees and stuff surviving? It should be colder and the air should be a little thinner, so trees and stuff should not be technically doing what they're doing out there.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some sort of explanation, like something
Look at those pennants.
like the same sort of
Seems like a box that shows
technology or whatever that's keeping the city afloat. Probably does something with the atmosphere. This is stuff I would think that I would know. Being super big time fucking Bioshock Infinite fanboy that I am.
But at the same time, say it is colder out, that means your heart beats a little faster, so I guess that makes sense when you get hurt that your blood's beating a little faster, so then your blood would congeal a little bit faster, so your wound would heal quicker, or would close up a little bit quicker, I would think. Right?
Yeah.
So I
that's
guess they got
true.
that right with how the health regenerates and kind of stuff.
But you guys are having some kind of kerfuffle out here, huh?
Let me join you with guns.
Let me just kind of shoot you in the back, huh? That's the Booker DeWitt way of doing things. Oh my god, it's George!
Is he your friend?
No, he's not.
George,
Hold on.
no!
But I can make him my friend.
Make him your
Possession.
friend.
George, come here. George, friend. Oh, George, not friend anymore. George, friend.
Are you trying to tell me that George is trying to be a turncoat? Because I don't believe my first president would ever turn his back on me.
He's trying to do it. George, I'm sorry. I gotta do it to you.
No! Don't do it! Oh, never mind.
He,
On.
he forced my hand.
You know,
Were those trees just moving? Is there a lot of wind up here?
Oh yeah, there's a storm going by.
Okay. There's still pretty much a good lack of oxygen up this way, though, so I can't think that wind would be too fierce up here.
Comstock House. ZH Comstock Victory Square.
Pretty nice house.
Beyond that gate lies Comstock House.
Lady Comstock, how lovely to see you. Wonderful of you to make the journey, especially considering your painful death 19 years ago.
Lady Comstock?
The dress. The thing has mistaken me for my mother.
Your fingerprints do not seem to be your own today, Lady Comstock. Are you unwell?
This isn't going to work.
I think it can.
Your mother's dead, Elizabeth.
Yes. I think it's time I paid my respects. Let's head to where she's buried.
Yeah, it's time to find out where Miss Comstock is buried. Go disturb some graves.
I was gonna say, I bet she's buried in the ground.
Oh, Elizabeth is just on the fucking warpath. Oh yeah, well, that one's it's a little hard to miss. Whoa. Are you going ghost? Wait, Elizabeth, look at me again. You got really pale. I didn't know you were that weirded out by going to rob your mom's grave.
It's your mother's grave.
They have her preserved in an airtight chamber. Her fingerprints will get us into Comstock House.
She's your
A
mother.
mother who abandons their child doesn't draw a lot of sympathy in my book.
Take a moment to think about what you're doing.
There. Will you open the door, or do I have to go in without one?
Elizabeth's just straight up like, yeah, I'll cut the hand off her. I don't give a fuck.
I'll do whatever I want.
It's airtight. She's still got her fingerprints.
How are you, mother?
It's a hyperbolic chamber like Michael Jackson slept in, those rumors reported.
No.
But it's also a hyperbolic chamber, so that's where Goku trained.
You see, child, you chose to follow a false shepherd, and he has led you astray. What I do for love. What lion does not cringe to see their coven pain, but spare the rod, spoil the child. If you won't listen to me, perhaps you will listen to your mother.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
Where did she
Just
go?
hold on. You need to rest for a minute.
No, I'm getting that hand.
Elizabeth, why is your mother a ghost?
She's not.
Booker just said, Elizabeth, why is your mother a ghost? It's just, because people die, Booker. And sometimes their spirits don't leave this mortal coil. I know you have ammo. I'm reloading this gun first. I don't exactly know how to explain why bullets are working so well on a ghost, but this is the world we live in now.
What is she?
Yeah, because you went through a tear, so yeah, different world than you're used to, but
But what is she? Alive or dead?
Why do you ask what?
When the delicious question is when.
The only difference between past and present
Is semantics.
lives, lived, will live.
Dies, died, will die.
If we could perceive time as it truly was,
What reason would grammar professors have to get out of bed?
like us all, Lady Comstock exists across time.
She's both alive and dead.
She perceives being both.
She finds this condition disagreeable.
Perception without comprehension.
It's a dangerous combination. Look! Footsteps. She goes to unfinished
Look.
business.
Oh. Ghostly footsteps.
Oh my god, it's murder sole suspect all over again.
Oh. The one time I was actually going to thank those two and they just disappear. I've never seen anything more rude, and I work in customer service.
That hits a little too close to home, don't you think?
We've got a split in the path.
I'm so sure it was her.
This is the first part I was talking about where the game kind of opens up a little bit.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Because like this area here is pretty big and wide open. But it does kind of like linear itself out because like you said, you have the ghost feet. Which kind of point you in the right direction. Even with that, it's still open enough to where you can take the time to look around and explore a little bit.
Found some money.
Thank you. You could have just handed that to me. Instead you like whipped it around my head. It came back like a boomerang.
Help with this.
And I see that she didn't learn her lesson about personal space.
Ready.
No, we're still working on that.
To be fair, she hasn't been around people before, so that's, I guess, forgivable.
She's only really been around Songbird, and we know how big of a cuddler he is.
You are!
That's my mother.
I assure you, madam, my sexual interest in your dear prophet is non-existent.
Madame Lutess.
Furthermore, the man is quite sterile. As am I. Come here, you little bastard! I want her out of my house!
There's a little bit of weirdness going on
Decided to impress me.
between
She deserves whatever Comstock.
Miss Lutess and Miss Comstock.
What did you mean before when you said Lady Comstock didn't belong here?
She's almost
What's that?
feral.
Ooh, lockpick.
It's like she's a reflection.
It's good. We were down to 17.
We should play Oblivion and use that lockpick system.
I mean, that's a fine lockpick system.
Not if you join the Thieves Guild.
You join the Thieves Guild and you don't have any lockpicks.
Or when you join the Brotherhood of Darkness or whatever and turn into a vampire and can't go out nightlight because the moon is too bright.
Do we have a fight a brewing? Oh yeah, there you are. Thank you. Ah! Jesus. Yeah, does Elizabeth think you could warn a guy next time?
Nah, she's still mad at you for something.